Hello friends, welcome back to the another video lecture of ADS subject. In today's video lecture, we are going to learn about your 7th unit, which is backtracking and branch and bound. So let's start with backtracking. So backtracking is nothing but the modified process of the brute force approach. And brute force approach is a technique which systematically search for a solution to a problem among all available options. So first of all, we will have to know about the brute force approach. So let's understand it by an example. Suppose we have 3 seats are available and 3 persons are available, in which 2 boys are there and a girl is there. So in how many ways they can sit on these seats? So there will be total number of ways will be 3 factorial, means 6 ways. So we will have to found in which manner they can sit on to that seats. So for that, brute force approach will generate a state space tree that will be look like first. On first seat, if boy 1 sits, then on to another seat boy 2 can sit as well as girl can sit. And if on our second seat boy 2 is sit, so on to the last seat our girl can sit. As well as if on first place boy 1 is available and on second place into middle girl is available, so at the last place boy 2 can sit. So these are the 2 way by which we can arrange these 3 person onto these available seats. Again, second way is that if on first available space if boy 2 sits, then another option says if boy 1 sit onto the second available space, then onto the last seat our girl will sit. If onto the second place girl will sit, then onto last space our boy 1 will sit. Again, if on the first seat girl sits, then onto second seat boy 1 can sit. If girl is sit on first place, boy 1 is sit on second place, then at the last space boy 2 will sit. And on first space girl is sit, on second space boy 2 is sit, so on the last space boy 1 will be sit. So these are the 6 ways in which these 3 persons can sit onto these available spaces. So this is the brute force approach that searches all available solutions for a given problem. So our problem is that in how many ways they can sit onto these available spaces. So it specifies all the ways, finds the all solution for our available problem. So this is the brute force approach. Now backtracking. So backtracking will basically used to solve those problems which have some constraints. Constraints means some conditions. For example, if we add a constraint in our previous example, means if we add constraint onto this brute force approach, and that constraint is girl should not sit in middle. So if we add some constraint into our brute force approach, then that will become our backtracking. So here we have added a constraint that girl should not sit on middle seat. So this is a constraint on brute force, so that will be a backtracking. So as our example, here girl is in middle, here also girl is in middle, so we can not take this as a solution. So our solution set will be compressed on space of 6. Instead of 6 we will get only 4 solutions, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this backtracking will add some constraint into a brute force attack, or we can say brute force approach, and that condition or that constraint will be known as a bounding function. So this is the basic introduction about backtracking. You have to remember that backtracking will add some constraint onto our solution, onto our brute force approach. Now there are some examples like n-pin problem, graph coloring problem, sum of the subset problem. These problems can be solved by the backtracking that we will learn into our next lectures. Now second thing is branch and bound. So in backtracking we were generating tree as DFS, but here in branch and bound we will generate tree as a BFS. Means here we have generated our tree as a DFS. You can see that this is the DFS manner, but for branch and bound we will generate our tree as a BFS in this manner. You can see solution says that boy 1 can also sit onto first seat, boy 2 can also sit onto first seat, girl can sit onto first seat. Another says that if boy 1 sits onto first seat, then boy 2 can also sit onto second seat. Also girl can sit onto second space. Further, boy 2 can sit on first space, then boy 1 can sit onto another place, as well as girl can sit onto another place. Here if girl sits onto first place, then boy 1 can sit onto second place, as well as boy 2 can sit onto another place. Here if boy 1 sits on first, boy 2 sits on second, then girl should sit on last. Here boy 2 will sit onto last seat. Here girl will sit onto last seat. Here boy 1 can sit on last seat. Here boy 2 can sit on last seat, and here boy 1 can sit on last seat. So this approach is a branch and bound. Here we will generate our tree as a BFS manner. Okay, so terminology some used in backtracking are: first is state space. All paths from root to other node defines the state space of the problem. This is the state space of our problem. Explicit constraint. So explicit constraints are rules which restrict each vector element to be chosen from the given set. So here we have added some constraint, or we can say some bounding function. Here girl should not sit onto the middle. So this discarded result will be known as our explicit constraints. Implicit constraint, those results who are chosen as our rule determined, that will be known as our implicit constraint. Mean in this example these two are discarded, so another tuples can become our implicit constraints. As you know that we have already discussed this implicit constraint and explicit constraint into our DBMS subject. Next is problem state. So each node in the state space tree is called problem state. Solution state. So solution state are those problem states S for which the path from the root to S defines a tuple in the solution space. In some tree, the leaves define solution states. Next are the answer states. These are the leaf node which corresponds to an element in the set of solutions. These are the states which satisfies the implicit constraint. From the implicit constraint you can get the answer states. Live node. Live node is a node which is generated and whose children have not yet generated is called live node. If we generate this G and B, but our B2 is not generated, then B1 will be known as our live node. Our next constraint, or next terminology is E node. The live node whose children are currently being expanded is called E node. And dead node. A dead node is a generated node which is not to be expanded further for all the whose children have been generated. So here if we generate all the tree, then this node will be known as our dead node, means no further expand can be proceed. Okay, so this is the some basic introduction about backtracking and branch and bound. If you like this video, then like, comment and subscribe. Also share it with your friends. Thank you, friends.